Good morning, Year 4, and welcome to your Thursday maths lesson. So today we are moving on to translation. Now, I know that we've done a bit of an hodgepodge of different things this week, but there were just a few things that we needed to fit in. So we're going to finish off the half term with them. So I'm going to share my screen now, and I'm going to put on the learning objective, which you can pause and copy down. So it's important today, whilst you're doing that, that you can label the axes, both the X and the Y axes today, and understand that translation is moving something from one position to another. It's not actually turning the object around. All right, so we'll work through the slides. I'll explain your task to you, and then hopefully you'll be able to get on with the work. So pause your video and answer these questions. I'm going to stop for a couple of seconds, and then when you switch it back on, you're going to have the answers, all right? Okay, then how long did it take you? I hope you wrote that down in your book next to you. Right, number 1 is 72, number 2 is 8, number 3 is 6, number 4 is 6, number 5 is 567, number 6 is 337. Number 7 is 600. Remember when we say how many tens are there or how many hundreds are there, you would say 6. The value would be 600. So number 7 is 600. Number 8 is 5,500. Remember you're multiplying by 1,000. Number 9 is 400. And number 10, remember you're timesing by 10 to get those millimeters. So that makes it 580. How did you get on? Good, I hope so. Right, so reading coordinates then today and moving objects. So first of all, we're going to be looking at it in terms of just moving it on a grid. So you can see there that maths translation means moving an object on a grid, and we describe the journey it takes. So that's the translation. And translation is the journey the object takes to get from where it is now to where it goes to next. All right, so it can slide up or down, left or right. It doesn't go diagonally. We don't talk about diagonally. So it's going to go up, down, left or right. Okay, so you need to make sure that you understand those today. So look at the green balloon for me. See if you can point to your screen where you think it would go if it was translated down to. You ready? That's right. Did you put your finger in the right place? I'm sure you did. So you count 1, 2. All right. If you move it down, 1, 2. All right. That's where it goes. So looking at this one, we are talking about moving the object right on the grid. Okay, which way is right? Well, for a start, it says right 3. So we can't go 3 that way, can we? So 3 this way. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's have a look. See if you were right. Did your finger end up in the right place on your screen? I'm sure it did. Well done. It's not too difficult at the moment, is it? Right, so this one, moving it on a little bit more, getting a little bit more challenging. We're going left and then up, but it's in exactly the same way. All right, so we turn our we take our balloon and we go left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 3. Where did you get to? 1, 2, 3. Have you got your finger there? Did you have your finger where I counted to? Well done if you did. Okay, so now looking at this game here, you should have some cards cut out, bits of paper that look like this. So you've got different pictures and you've got some translations. Now what I want you to do is I want you to match up the translation with the picture. So you need to look at the direction that the arrow is pointing on the balloon. All right, so mine with your x-axis at the bottom, your y-axis at the side. Okay, so mine is going this way. So what is it doing? That one, what is that doing? So pause the video now and then come back and see if you have got them right. Okay, so pause it and see if you've got them correct. All right. So this one, did you get it right? It went left one place. So you should have matched those two up together. All right, well done. Give yourself a pat on the back if you got that one correct. All right, then this one should have matched with this one. It has gone right too. Remember, keeping the x-axis at the bottom and the y-axis at the side. Now this one is going, that's right, it went up 3. Super, you're doing really well. Very impressed. I'm hoping you're feeling very proud of yourself. Then this one, did you match that one up correctly with down 4? Brilliant, well done. Then we move on to the ones that are slightly more complicated, but not too hard. So we'll go for this one. Did you get that? Left 2 and up 4. Well done if you did. Again, x-axis at the bottom. So we're going right 4 and down 1. Well done. We've got 2 left. What have I done wrong? That's right, it needs to have the x-axis at the bottom. So it's going left 1 and down 3. Well done. And then finally, we have gone right 4 and up 2. Give yourself a round of applause. I'm very, very proud of you. I'm sure you did extremely well with that. So well done, year 4. So I'm going to go back up to the sharing of the screen, and then you will see that those were the answers there, but I'd rather talk you through them. So moving on, it says here, look at where the X is, which chart has described the translation correctly. How do you know? I'll give it a pause. Who do you think, the boy or the girl? One, two, three. Now I've just noticed, sorry, I went through this. And they're both giving the same answer. Incorrect, the banana has been translated. Right, this hasn't, I do apologise in the video. If you stop it there, these ones, they haven't, the animation hasn't worked, obviously, when I've moved it over. So don't worry, year 4, don't worry. We will leave it there. We will stop those there. Don't worry about the rest of the slides. In fact, when you look, if you use the home learning document, they won't even be on there. So we will end it there, having matched up these ones here. Okay, having matched these up, we'll leave it there, and I'm going to show you your work for today. So circles. You have got a choice of either copying the translation into your book. So if I zoom in a bit, so you can either copy this translation in your book using the grids in your book, so drawing a triangle and then drawing the arrow and drawing the new triangle, and then writing underneath up 7, up 5, up 3, whichever it has. Or you can print the sheets out and you can work on the sheet and stick it in your book. It is up to you. I don't mind. Look at the way the arrow's going. Is it pointing up? Is it pointing left? Is it pointing right? Make sure you look at the direction. So again, there are different ones on here. There are 6 for you to do. So choose whether you print the sheet off, do it on the sheet and stick it in, or whether you draw it in your book and then write the translation. So the first side is about you writing the translation. The second part of the sheet, which can be done in the same way, is about you drawing the translation. So it starts here and it goes left 3. You would have to draw where the end triangle is and draw the arrow on. All right, if it doesn't make sense, get your parents to drop me an email. Squares, again, exactly the same. You can work on the sheet or you can work in your books by copying it. And then again, first side, you write the translation. So has it gone right? Has it gone left? Has it gone up? Has it gone down? And then the second side, you've got to draw on the finishing position. Pentagons, again, same idea, just a little bit harder. Okay. And then hexagons, you've got some different questions. So you've got this one here. Let me zoom in. You've got this one here to start with. And it says describe the translation. So you look at the circle and it says circle to square. So what route would the circle have taken to get to the square, to get to the triangle? All right. Semicircle to hexagon. Now you could go that way and across. You could go there and up. You know, the same with the circle to the triangle. You might go down first and across. You might go across and down. All right, it depends which way you decide. So that's your first question. Your second question is this one. The movement from the square to the pentagon is left 6 and up 2. Do you agree? Explain your reasoning. So you look at the square, you find the pentagon. Is the journey there true or false? Is that right? Is what she said right or wrong? If you agree, I want you to explain why you agree. If you don't agree, I want you to explain why you don't agree. Is it a different translation? B says write 2 true statements and 1 false statement about the translation movements between the 2D shapes. It does say, can your partner identify the incorrect statement? But what I'd like you to do is write 2 true, 1 false, and then ask somebody else in your house if it's correct or not. Or you could send it to me if you wanted to, and I would have a look for you. It's not a problem. And then I had to turn this question around. Obviously, you'll need to cut these out and stick them in your book to fit it on the page. It says there are 42 different ways to describe the translation movements between these 2D shapes. Can you find and describe them all? So you're going to do this, I'm pointing with my finger again. You're going to do this here. You're going to do the table, and you're going to write which shape you're starting with and which shape it's going to, and you're going to write that translation. Okay, so there are 42 different ones. Can you find them all? That's your challenge on the last question. Just want to say, sorry obviously about that little mistake in the video, but I just want to say, if ever you're finding the work too hard, you can always do a different group. So if you're in hexagons and you're finding that too hard, try pentagons work, okay? Pentagons, if you're finding it too hard, try squares. Squares, if you're finding it too hard, try circles. Circles, if you're finding it too hard, then you need to get in touch with me or Mrs. Bevins, all right? But it works the other way as well. If we've set you something and you've really, really understood it, but you think this works too easy for me, then try the next group, just like we would in class, all right? But anyway, good luck with your work, and I will see you on tomorrow's maths video, which will be the last one for the half term. So goodbye for now. Have a lovely rest of your day and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.